EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Giants. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Saquon Barkley.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now here's a deep shot that's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 88,
Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. The first carry now. This is Johnson. 11 yards there. First down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking.
Well, double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point.
We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say,
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking deep now for Amendola. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
First down, Giants.
Jones throwing on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 52 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Sets to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Stafford complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. And they'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And blocked down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 25. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Barkley, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll run with a former Bulldog. It's the rookie DeAndre Swift. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, Stafford steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Toss play. This is Scarborough. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try pressure, bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. The Lions will use their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Stafford on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, as the first half is winding down, and the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Is good.
Prater for the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
And he's into the clear. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Stafford. He's just going to put this one up to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And he's caught here, Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And his pass is intercepted for the first time. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense to him out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. This is Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Barkley on the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones. On 3rd down. Catch made by Slayton. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stafford. Finds Swift out of the backfield. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. Nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw on third down, Jones. Well, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. That's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Take over at the 24-yard line. All I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
From the 27, Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate, and he goes out right around the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Third down.
The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. That is the play they needed in the 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The first down carry here for Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Looking deep now for Amendola. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola, 31 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. When you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Play action. Stafford. Galladay's got it. And the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. On the return, Corey Valentine. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off play action. Jones. This is Shepard in the catch. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 82 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he has the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Lions take over 1st and 10. at their
The
own.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Stafford going for it all. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by quarterback or linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
20-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
And they take a knee.
Jones on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they will take a knee here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return, here's Agnew. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over.
39-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete. Leads to second and 10 at the 30.
Here's second and 10.
40 gun.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.